Hello, my friends. Welcome into the Purple Penguin Craft Room. I'm Vicky. Today's craft is going to be another patriotic. We're going to do stars today. This is a star wall hanging. It does have its own hanger on the back. I'm going to show you how I put mine together so that you can do your own. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the things. It definitely helps me out, you guys. And let's jump right in and get started. Go ahead and wax these. This is going to be our background. These are paints stir sticks. These are the 12-inch. Mine say, because I got these from Home Depot or Lowe's, but both of them say ruler stir sticks or ruler sticks is what they say on them, because they do have the ruler markings on one side, the other side is not. They do have these distinctive little I don't know, divots you're calling them. I don't know what you want to call them. But, but there's those. We're going to see, I think I already counted out how many I needed. So 3, so it was 7. So I did 7 altogether. We're going to do, I think they come in a pack of 12, I think, or 10. Not quite sure. I don't remember what the pack is, but this is definitely at least going to be one pack of these. We're going to go ahead and take our antique wax, the Waverly antique wax I have here. Got mine at Walmart because my Walmart started carrying them again, because we all know they were, and then they weren't, and then they were again. All the things. I'm just going to take, this is just a baby wipe. That's all this is, just a baby wipe. Or you could use a damp cloth, whatever you want to do. You don't even have to use this. If you want to do watered down paint, that would work too. Or you could also, if you wanted to do, actually use stain. This is like a stain alternative, is basically what this is. Because, we all don't necessarily like the smell of stain or have to, it really needs to wait for a couple hours before you really work with it. So there's that. Make sure I get the tops and the bottoms. I am going to do the sides, but only on one or actually two. Sorry. I'm going to do the two of the sides, and that's basically just because those are going to be my end pieces on my project. So we're just going to do that to all of them. You don't have to do the back if you don't want to. I don't always do the backs on my projects. I guess I should probably start. But, why start now? If I haven't done it in the past, why should I do it now? But that's just me. Personal preference. Sometimes I like to just do these little grooves here, and that's just because you may be able to see in between them on this project. Like I said, this is just going to be my back. But do make sure you get the tops, because that will be seen, and the bottoms. The rest of these are going to be like together, so you won't have to worry about doing the sides. Like I said, I'm only doing the sides on 2 because those are going to be the outsides of the project. And you only have 2 sides to the project, because the rest of it is going to be together. So after they're dry, we're gonna place them. We're gonna flip them over, put them on their backs. Make sure that we're paying attention to which ones were stained on the sides and which ones weren't, because those have to be on the outside for this to work. We are also, or I am, so I should say we. I am also these where it dips in. I'm keeping all those on the same side. I have done some projects where I actually alternate them, so you would have alternate like every other one, like so. So then you would have the little divots on both sides. We're going to keep all of them together on this project. They're all going to be here because these are not going to be like perfect. I recommend you either line up your bottom or you line up your top. There is no way, I'm sorry, these things are not totally accurately measured, because they are not I don't know. They aren't made for crafting. They're made for stir sticks, so they're not totally made for accuracy as far as like totally lining up on both sides every single time. So I recommend, so you don't go crazy, just line up your bottom. The top will be a little uneven. It won't be that bad. You will survive. It will. If you're a perfectionist, don't use these as a background. Just a heads up on that. We're going to take these larger popsicle sticks. These aren't the regular popsicle sticks. These are a little bit larger. I got mine at the Dollar Tree. And I've got my regular craft stick. They call them craft sticks, popsicle sticks, same theme. I don't like that one was a little warped, so we're gonna go with this one. But what we're gonna do is we need to find a way to keep them all together, right? Because they need to stay together. So because these don't go all the way across, we're gonna use a couple of them. Not a big deal. It happens. Just make sure you actually put enough glue all the way across so that you will end up covering. This one, we're going to get just this one through here, and then I'll put another one that will go from here to here, so we will catch them all. Like I said, just make sure we have enough glue here to make sure we cut everything. Like this one is going to be more on this side so that we catch this end one, and we caught that one in the other one. I am going to put quite a few of these on here just because I really like my projects to be sturdy. I hate the idea of giving away a project and it potentially falling apart or even having, I mean, if it was for myself, I probably wouldn't care so much. But most of my projects end up going to other people. So I do like to take that into consideration when I do some of these projects. So there's something to keep in mind. I'm gonna do one more up here at the top too. Just in case. I like making sure checks are nice and together. I'll put this one across just because. Always making sure too that they're squished together. Sometimes they like to kind of come apart on you. No problem. All right, so I ended up using 5 altogether. 4 down here in the main part and then that top part as well. No problem. All right. So now we have our board, and where the sides are done, it doesn't look like it, but this is just a little discoloration from the wood. So it is actually it is stained all the way around. So we got all those and all of those. All right. So we're gonna run. This is where all the divots are. All those you can see them all. So I kind of like this, and what we're gonna do. I was debating about using brown or white, and I'm thinking we're gonna go with the white. I think I like the white on this. This is just a ball. I got this from Walmart. So it's just jute twine. Same with the white. So it comes in white, or if it comes in this. So I put them in a bag to kind of keep it all together. That's just me. But we're gonna put this back over. We're gonna start here on the end, actually. I'm gonna start on the end. And there's a reason why I'm not starting in the middle. Let's kind of briefly show you. I'm gonna wrap it around a couple times here. And we're just gonna wrap it around just where those marks are, where it dips in. Kind of hides it a little bit. Yeah, thought my string was gonna move on me. To make sure it stays down. All right. And you don't have to be pretty with it. I kind of like it to be a little bit messy. And you can go as thick as you want. Or as thin as you want. You know, no big deal. And then we're gonna end it here. So we started it here. We're gonna end it on this side. So it leaves the middle totally open. So with leaving this totally open, which is kind of nice, this is gonna be my hanger. This is gonna be the part where you can hang it on anything. And because I left from from here to here, you can kind of move it around too. So that makes it even better. So there's that as well. We all know I like extra security on my projects, so I will save any of the soft felt. I love using felt. I will save any of the soft felt that I have for scraps, and I use these to help secure any of my backings on any of my projects, just because, again, more security for things not falling apart on you. And that's just going to be our extra security. Yeah, I do like using felt in a lot of my projects. It's easy to use, very versatile, comes in a lot of colors. I just happen to have red, so it works out. But I have tons of other colors. So now, again, this is going to be my hanger piece, so I don't have to do a kind of hanger or anything. It's already set for me. Okay, perfect. So that's going to be how our project is. This is going to be the top. This is going to be our bottom here. We're going to bring in our stars. Now, each one of these is actually two. These are from the Dollar Tree. They already come on these strings and all the things. You get two. It says it's ornaments. These are from Dollar Tree. They are in the patriotic section, and I wanted, obviously, I wanted one of each. So I can probably do two of these if I really wanted to, because we're only going to use one of each. So I can do second project with these, or do a totally different project. Totally, whatever I want to do with it. I haven't quite decided on that far in advance yet. But for this project, we're going to grab one of each. Now, I have to decide, these are pretty shiny. We're going to go with red right here. We're going to go with white and blue. However, I'm kind of leaning towards the white being on the bottom. And the only reason I say that is because I don't want it up here. I think I like it better further away from this project, from this part of it. But in saying that, we could red, white, and blue. I could do like that. Or we have the project hanging like so. I kind of like that too. That's not bad either. So we might leave that like actually. Okay, I'm gonna turn this towards me. I do like the beads on this project, actually. I don't know why, but I do. However, um, if I leave them on, this one down here at the bottom is not going to have enough beads to go all the way to the top. So that I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, I can take some off of this one, and if we put this one way up here, see this one gets lost. So you know what? I'm thinking executive decision. We're not going to use the beads. I was thinking about using them because I really kind of wanted to, but we're just going to take our wire cutters and we're just going to cut this off. It was a thought that was there, and that's with crafting. You can always change your mind. If I want to go back and add beads, I totally can. Not a big deal. Just gonna take our wire cutters and cut this little piece off. Okay, use just the beads and something else. So we can hone out our stars like so. It makes it kind of fun and festive. I think these are a little bright and shiny for me. Let's see what happens when we do some antique wax on them. I'm just gonna take, these are paper towels. These are actually the automotive paper towels, the blue. They're almost like a fabric, but they're not. They're paper towels. They're just thicker. And we're going to take our antique wax again and see. This is a dry cloth. Let's see what happens when we kind of, because these are metal. So I want to see if we can. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but we're experimenting, so it's okay. I mean, I would love to have these in rusty, but we'll settle for a little bit grungy too. Rusty stars are for another day, apparently. That's all right. I don't know how well that's going to dry on there, but um, yeah, we'll try not to touch it so much and see what we can do. Might have to like just glue them to the project and do it again, but we'll see. See, now this part is not, you're not going to see it at all. You are not going to see, these are too dark. It's kind of pointless on these, on the blue anyways. Let's see what it looks like on the red. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually just paint the stars. Kind of going for an easy, simple project, and we could totally just take some paint and actually paint the stars and then grunge them up, but that's okay. I think it'll be fine. We'll just go with that. I did the white one, and you can tell on the white one, so that's not too bad. Okay. Bring our project back in. Oh, it's red, white, and blue. Like that. Perfect. Not sure how this is going to hold on here. I may have to do E6000 to get it to hold because, you know, hot glue doesn't always cooperate. But for now, we will, it stays on there for now. We'll see if it continues to stay for this project. Trial and error. Now we got our stars on there. They're staying on there pretty good. I feel like this portion here was a little bit, you know, by itself. And I have these wood tiles, and these are from Michael's. Um, and they're meant to be like the Scrabble tiles, but they don't have like the little numbers in them. But this look kind of cool, kind of neat to have. Um, so I'm just trying to get a little bit extra. I like the wood coloring, makes them stand out a little bit. But you don't, like I said, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Totally up to you to dress it up however you want to do it. Like I said, this is just how I'm doing mine. I like how that looks. Now, up here at the top, it looks a little bland, looks a little boring. I got these berries, and it just says beaded garland is what it's called at the Dollar Tree, but we all know them as the berries. I have red, white, and blue berries. Let's go ahead. We're gonna attempt. I have not, like I said, I haven't played with this part of it. This is just kind of shooting from the hip at this point. Um, just to see what it looks like. I'm thinking if I do like a couple strands of each one, and then we'll do like a bow in the middle. So we're gonna wing it a little bit here. Here we go. Just using my wire cutters here because it is wire. So we're gonna go. That one can go that way. Let's see what it looks like with one color of each. We'll see what one color of each looks like. I feel like I should just be able to make my own berries. At some point, I might actually just start making my own because I'm pretty sure I can. This way with this one. Don't cut too close. Uh, don't cut too close to the berry because they are on just like a little wire and it doesn't go very far. So you might lose your berries if you cut it too close. Just a heads up on that. Let's do the red. The hardest part on these is just finding the end. Try to find the end is like the hardest part on these. They get all entangled. You can usually tell they're all going like one direction. So okay, put them together. Let's try and wrap them together. See if we can get them to stay together. Gonna spread them out just a little bit. Keep it a little simple. There we go. I kind of like that. We're just keeping it a little simple. And then we'll put it, let's put it, yeah, I like that. We're not going to fully overdo it with berries. Otherwise, it just might get a little crazy. Put them to where they're not completely, I don't want them to completely cover up my cord. I want to be able to see that. So, here we go. Just going to spread it out a little bit. Keep it a little simple. I'm just going to decide what ribbon I have. I have this, which might just be too much white. This was from Hobby Lobby. I do have stripes. Totally do stripes. That's also from Hobby Lobby. But this one is as well. This is just the stars in blue. And I have this in two sizes. So I have the larger and the smaller. Let's see what it looks like striped. I think I want to keep this simple. I think I'm going to just do I'll do a couple loops. We're gonna do a couple loops. I'm gonna do a finger bow. And what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna hold, this is gonna be my tail. This from here to here is gonna be my tail. I'm gonna take my fingers. That's how far I want my ribbon to be. So I'm just gonna wrap it around my fingers. Let's go with three. Three loops. Put that there. Start over again. Sorry. Okay, so again, this is going to be, this is going to be my tail part here. This is how far apart I want my bow to be, how wide I want it to be. We're going to go 3 times around. 3 times. I'm going to grab it here. It's the center. This got all twisted. I don't know if I like that. Let's see what it looks like with the blue stars. And I'm thinking I want the bigger one. And this was at Hobby Lobby. Let's go a little bit wider. Fan it out because they're all together at this point. But me, a little bit here. Is it just too much blue? Okay, never mind. We're gonna go back to the stripes. I think I do like the stripes, but I want to make it a little bit wider than that. So this is out of my way. It's just getting in my. How messier it is, I kind of like that. There we go. This part here is going to be my center project here. This ribbon is nice because it's two-sided, which means it's got the same print on the front and the back, which is kind of nice. Sometimes they don't. Don't want this if I can. It's a little small. I think I can do it. There we go. Got it. All right. Let's fix this to where it looks like a bow again. Because it's all kinds of messy. I like that. Love the way that looks. Bring our project back in. I end up changing my mind. It's not that big a deal. We can change it. I'm not totally convinced I like it. I might come across a different ribbon I like. Change it up. And there we go. Got our little finished project. It's cute. It's simple. Like I said, we could go back and we could also just paint the stars to kind of dull them down. They are a little shiny, except for this one that actually the antique wax actually worked on, which is totally fine. Like I said, we already have our built-in hanger. Super easy to do that built-in hanger there. We could always add more berries if you wanted to add more berries to get more fling. There's so many different things you could do. I like simple. I like to keep it simple, but this is just an idea to get you started, and then you could totally just do whatever you want with it. Instead of the metal stars, you could actually do wood stars. If you can't find the metal stars, this would totally work with wood stars as well. If you don't want to do wood stars, you can't find wood stars, you could cut out your own. You could do paper stars, you could do cardboard stars, you could use foam board to make stars too. Foam board is very universal, and you can do all sorts of things with it. It's super fun. Very rustic and antique kind of look. It's a little bright with this. We could always just take like tea and or coffee and just kind of grunge this up, and that would actually make it even more grungy and more kind of rustic looking. I like that. Definitely keep on coming back to the Purple Penguin Craft Room. I'm Vicky, and let's keep on crafting.